Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Fall has officially arrived here in Bishkek, and I'm just struck with how fast the end of the year seems to be approaching. Autumn is easily one of my favorite seasons.
Show me your leaf. Show me your leaf. Show me your leaf. Baby, can you show me your leaf? Show me your leaf. Oh, it's so cute.
The colors, the cool air, there's just something about it that makes you want to stop and take it all in. And maybe that's part of what God intended about fall, to make us slow down and take a moment to really look around us. Have you ever stopped and thought that maybe you're living the life you've always prayed for?
You like the leaves? Yeah.
You can go about your day frustrated, begrudging the work before you, rather than really recognizing all the goodness around you. So what kind of season do you find yourself in? I pray that this season reminds you of the goodness He's already placed in your life. Good morning. It is Monday. We're starting a new week here. Say hi. Just trying to get life organized, I feel like. And I've just been like really struggling with keeping or feeling like things are organized here in the house lately. A lot of the content that I used to make here on YouTube was about just having very minimal items, kind of like that minimalism simplicity mentality. And since we've moved here, I've kind of just switched gears a tiny bit based on, I guess, the perspective that living here has given me. I did a video already when we first arrived last year about just how my thoughts on minimalism have changed a bit since living here. And I'm really still struggling with how minimalism fits into living in this context and in this culture. It almost feels selfish in a lot of ways, just having the desire to clear my spaces when people don't have as much. I think the first time that we lived here, we didn't have as much stuff with us because we were only bringing, it was our first time here and we were just bringing very minimal amounts of items with us. And this time around, we've brought more stuff with us from the States, more clothes, more toys, and have kind of started accumulating things. Not only our own things, but there are just things that are here in the house that were not ours when we arrived. And I've had a hard time just like knowing what to do with those things, or if it was okay to get rid of them. And I don't mean get rid of things like throw it away. I'm obviously not doing that. Most things people will use if we leave it next to the trash collection center, or just like finding other people that we know that want items. So I'm never talking about throwing things away, but yeah, I almost have like this guilt of getting rid of things when I feel like people don't have a lot here, or just like the idea of minimalism isn't even a possibility sometimes in a culture like this, or in places where people don't have a lot of money. I feel like when you have less, or you're able to have less, or when you can't purchase a lot, you hold on to items because you never know if you could utilize something like that. So I'm just still working through that and asking the Lord for wisdom on how to manage our possessions and items, and asking whether some of that is from like a control perspective, like I'm just feeling the need for control in a chaotic situation sometimes, you know, kids, and I just get very overwhelmed by toys or constantly having to manage stuff. So I want to be really wise about that, and continue to ask the Lord for wisdom on that. But I am feeling the need to kind of minimize again and go through some of the things that I have. My clothes, like I feel like I came back with much more clothes. Last year I was feeling like I didn't have a lot of choices, and now I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of clothes I have. But then the toys, like I just get so, like our kids don't need that much toys, and I feel like I'm just constantly picking up little toys all over. So yeah, a lot of this week and today I'm gonna spend just kind of like going through things, finding out what we can actually use and what I just need to part with. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I said, I haven't fully hashed this out yet. It's definitely not black and white. And I recognize that it's not the mentality that a lot of people can live with. So just asking the Lord for wisdom on that. We have this like entertainment type system here that we kind of like keep toys on and books and stuff, but I feel like there's like a ton of things like games that I don't want the girls to have access to all the time. So I'm gonna make a pile of things to take upstairs and keep organized up there so that they're not visually out here cluttering the space. This little nook hallway as you come to the top of our house is a serious pain point. I feel like for me, it has all our suitcases from moving here just like stacked up. I feel like there's also a bunch of other things that belong to other people that have kind of stacked up in here, and I haven't known like what to do with it, or I don't know. So I'm doing some cleaning out here, and I have like a whole this is all from my language classes last year, and I'm like, do I hold on to this? Like, am I gonna use it again? I just don't know. It's a little bit better. It's crazy the amount of accumulation of just like trash and stuff in a room. What's you doing?
Grammy.
Grammy?
Yeah.
Where's Grammy? All right, let's go downstairs. How's it feel?
Chilly. There's a little snow and the fog. We drove right past it, didn't even see it.
Our beautiful mountain view.
Spacious.
This
It's
is
a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
got our
Big old window here just for in
just
case.
so in case anybody wants to watch me
And the
shower.
clear.
And then you got your mini kitchen, and then we go upstairs to our nice When we first arrived here in Kyrgyzstan, I was really struggling to find any joy. I was overwhelmed by a world that was unfamiliar and plagued by so many changes, and how I felt that I didn't fit into this new place. So much clearer today. But one day as I was spending time alone with the Lord, I felt like He was telling me to create beauty wherever I go. I was reading Sally Clarkson's The Life-Giving Table recently, and she spoke about the creative nature of our God. How at the beginning of time, He looked into the void and created order and beauty out of chaos. We can often feel the weight of our own chaos and the chaos of the world. But we can combat this chaos by creating small spaces of beauty.
What's that weird ball of
I've always questioned my motivation behind wanting to live minimally and for things to be in order. Do I just feel the need for control? But I'm reminded that we are made in the image of our creative God, who brought order from chaos. So now I feel like I hold these desires in tension, always holding my hands open to God and my need for feeling in control, while also creating beauty and order and allowing that to anchor my soul during times of chaos. I know I'm not in a season of life where everything's going to be perfectly in order. Maybe one day I'll have that. But I want to give my time and energy to things that matter, rather than wasting it on managing all the stuff. I want to spend time with my family. I want to watch my girls try new things. And most importantly, I want to recognize answered prayer.
Because in the end, we can't bring stuff with us.
Let's pick up some walnuts.
At the end of my days, all the stuff won't matter.
Some of these are dirty.
Think. But these little souls will.